Well, hey, church, it's Pastor Geoffrey. I'm here with Mr. Brian Lievens. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for coming in. Had a couple of conversations before and said maybe you want to say something about joining the church. So I thought I'd give you an opportunity to interview you maybe a little bit, put you on the spot, ask you a few questions, etc., like that. Let you kind of introduce yourself to some people in the church that haven't had an opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. So I thought that we could spend some time doing that, if you're okay with that.
I'm wonderful with that, thank you.
All right, well, that would be good. So, interesting, when we were talking early on, you didn't know what joining a church was all about. You had never done that before or anything.
I never have. This is a all new process to me. It's been exciting.
Yeah?
It's been a great learning curve for me and a thrill.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody in the church loved to accept you in. So, I mean, last weekend, that's what happened. Everybody voted you in to come into the church. So isn't that nice that people do that? So,
Yes.
I mean, our church is a family, and so people love to increase the size of the family. So that's always why I like to bring people into the church. So give us a little bit of your background of how you came to faith in Jesus, if you would do that for us.
Just a quick backstory. I used to attend church as a youth and got pretty involved. As I got older, was naturally gravitated away in late teens, and just the rebellion you typically go through. Brought me back to church was my mom. Her passing back here in town, and came to town and visited the church here and where she used to attend quite some time ago. And just it felt natural being here. It felt comfortable.
Okay.
Is what brought me into the doors.
Okay. Yeah. So what did you like about the church? What did you like about coming here? What made you comfortable?
As soon as you walk in the door, it feels like home. You just a sense of belonging, of family. As you mentioned, it's home. It's where you feel comfortable, where you feel relaxed, around other family members. Just able to be yourself, share the love that you have for the Lord with everybody else in the family that's growing with you and accepting you, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, family environment. That's what's on the website of our tagline, where you become family. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the way we've always been in ministry. Both Kat and I, we tend to adopt people into our family. It doesn't matter whether or not they're biologically related to us or not. So I don't know how many kids and grandkids we have over years of ministry, but it's definitely a lot of them. So is there anything that you would like to talk about what you're gaining out of being part of the church and coming to the worship service and coming on fellowship on Wednesday night? I mean, you've been pretty active here in the church for a good bit of time before you made the decision to join the church, right?
Yeah. It's just spiritual growth. It's been really awesome to feel myself and see myself grow, to understand more where before it was, I would read a passage of scripture and I couldn't absorb it. I couldn't take it in.
Mm-hmm.
Coming here, listening to the sermons, breaking it down, doing the Bible studies on Wednesdays, having that family environment that we do with our suppers we do beforehand. Just a really great learning environment, the way you teach. It really makes it simple and easy to understand the word, to actually absorb it and to get it in. It's great that you have the opportunity to hear the message and then go home and rewatch it. And as I've told you, I like to go home and reread some of the different passages that you quote.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I love doing that. It kind of opens up that rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a great growth for me.
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen great growth in you, and be able to see the curve. I mean, remember the guy that first walked into my office and the guy that walked into my office today, and and there's a large amount of growth. I mean, you really started to understand all aspects of the Bible, how things work together, come about. And so I've noticed that, and you've been willing to jump in and serve, and you want to serve in the church and fill a role and help people out. You've been up here with Cody and taking care of the lawn from time to time. You're always asking me, hey, is there something I can do? That's, I see as an outpouring of your growth, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's one thing to learn and study the word. It's another thing to apply it to your life and respond. And so I've seen that in you, and it's been awesome for me to see. So good stuff there, good stuff. Is there anything else you would want to say to the people of the church that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to say before?
Yeah, really just thank everybody for bringing me in and accepting me. It's been an awesome journey for me that I'm still continuing, and we all continue together. And if there's anybody out there that was kind of like me, that's sitting on the fence and not really knowing what direction to go, I encourage you to go to a church. It may not be one you're happy with. It might be one you want to rejoin. I think it's important that we all get the message and we all understand it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and that's really the key. People say, "Are you trying to pull people from other churches?" Geoffrey, and I just want them to know the truth, right? I mean, if there's a church that your family goes to, and you're enjoying the family aspect of that, then by all means stay with your family, right? Mm-hmm. But make sure you put time to know and understand the truth, And that's one of the reasons you mentioned this, that we put all the messages that we preach here up on the website, so somebody could consume it anytime, that they wanted to consume it. And if they're going to a church on Sunday and it's a family event, that's fine. They can go home Sunday afternoon, pick up the sermon from here, and be able to learn a little bit more and get a little bit deeper in their knowledge of the Lord and apply it to their life. And that's what we hope for. And of course, we also do Sunday night services, as you know. So if you're going to some other church on Sunday morning and you want to come Sunday night and learn a little bit more, then the doors are open to be able to do that as well. So awesome. Well, I really appreciate you spending some time with me today, Brian, and introducing yourself a little bit more to the church. So thanks for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me.
I appreciate that. All right, guys. Here we are, hanging out in the church here on a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. And so hope you guys are having a great week, and we look forward to seeing you here at the church on Wednesday night and in the coming weekend. So love you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, ciao.